it's Sam. Welcome to my training vlog. I'm an active duty Navy senior chief and a powerlifter, and I'm on week 6 of a 6-week shred with RP. Well, this is it. This is the last week of my cut. I'm on Saturday. There's literally one day left, and then Monday is the last logging day for this cut, and it would be the last weigh-in for this tracking cycle, but I considered my last weigh-in basically to be yesterday morning, which was Friday. So we're done. We made it to the end. My end result was 168 pounds, pretty much. So yesterday for weigh-ins, I was actually 167, but I had done a bit of water loading, and I fasted half of the day on Thursday. So I don't want to count that weight too strongly against my actual average for the week. So my actual average for the week is like 168 and some change. So that's what I'm considering my end weight for this diet. So I went from 174.5 to 168 and change in 6 weeks. So it's about 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 5 or 6 pounds in 6 weeks, which is decent. That's actually about on par with what I've been able to do in the past, and it averages out to about a pound a week. And even though that's not how it went, because as we've discussed in previous weeks, I hit like almost a 3-week stall where I stayed at the same weight before finally dropping the remaining couple of pounds. On average, that would be about a pound a week, and I'm happy with that. 6 weeks, roughly 6 pounds. I'm happy with that. I got what I intended out of this diet, and that was to fall below 170 and to hopefully have that as my new maintenance point. So my goal moving into the next phase of things, which would be maintenance, will be to stay between 168 to 170, and maybe a little bit lower than 168 would be great, like between 165 and 168. That would be preferred for my maintenance period, and then maybe in a couple of months tackle another cut to get me safely and happily into the 50s. Mission accomplished, basically. I had a good weigh-in for the Navy. I had a good weigh-in for my Friday final weigh-in. I am happy with the progress. The last step in everything is I'm gonna get a DEXA on Tuesday morning, so the day after this diet like officially closes, and we'll be able to compare the end of week 2 DEXA to the total end at 6 plus 3 days weeks, and see what really happened. So my scale is like an impedance, a bioimpedance scale. So it has like the metal plates that you stand on, and it sends whatever it does through your body to try to give you a result for body fat and everything like that. And according to my scale, from the day that I got the DEXA scan to yesterday morning, I went down 2 points in my overall BMI. I went down 3% in body fat. I added 0.1% in lean tissue. And then I was a bit more water weight this time, which is not really surprising considering I was water loading. And as we talked about, my waist circumference measurement, my tape has dropped at least 1.5 inches, if not like roughly 2 inches. So, because some mornings I wake up and I'm like 33.5, some mornings I wake up and I'm squarely 34 inches. So roughly 1.5 inches to 2 inches. Yeah, overall I'm really proud of how I did this time. I feel like I was more adherent than any other attempt of mine at RP. I stayed around the 85 to 86% adherence range, especially once I started cutting my carbs. It got a little harder, and I had cheat days that threw off my overall compliance. This last week, I didn't have any cheat days. Yesterday, I had a reward for my weigh-in, but I didn't have anything that was off plan this whole week, which was good. I did cardio every day. I've been at like 10 to 14,000 steps every day. I went out of my way to go do cardio before work. I didn't do any extra things this week. So like I didn't do any extra, I didn't go to Orange Theory. I didn't do any extra cardio at home. So just pre-work cardio and then walking around for work. That's what got me my steps and my energy expenditure that I was hoping for this week. As far as water goes, I did do a little bit of a water load just to try to be my best. And like we've talked about, the last 3 weeks, I hit like a stall point for, I had this really long period. The period ended up being about 11 days, which sucks. And I was coming off of my my normal creatine intake. Those are the two things that I would contribute maybe to bloating or holding water. So I did water load a bit the beginning of this week to try to like counteract that, and it worked out. So about every day I lost a pound. So for anyone who doesn't understand, I ate my normal diet, what is prescribed by RP. I ate normally all week, but I added more water every day, and in doing so I lost a pound pretty much every day. I'm 2 days removed from that process. I'm still at 168, so I'm pretty happy. And I would say that 168 is my true result of the diet. So yeah, I plan on going back to 2 to 3 liters a day. My step counts, I still want to stay above 10,000, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get 14,000 anymore. And then I'm very excited to eat more food, but I'm so scared. I had a treat, and I was listening to a maintenance period podcast from RP, and they say not to treat yourself too fast. They say to like give it a week or two, still tracking, still eating normal stuff before you give yourself a reward. I don't think it's really going to throw me off because weekly we were having a cheat meal, so meh. I do think I probably could have gotten more out of this. I probably could have hit 165 if I hadn't been having weekly or even bi-weekly cheat meals. I acknowledge that. And maybe I wouldn't have stalled out even to the amount that I did if I hadn't been doing that. But, I don't know. Life is stressful. I only have so much time with my person, you know? And we value our time. We value the summer. And, I don't regret having good times. So, I'm not getting ready for a competition right now. I was always going to pass my Navy weigh-in. I was just trying to be the best I could, but there really wasn't a lot of pressure on the situation. There's nothing riding on this really. So this was just for me and trying again to get back to a place where I can stay at and be healthy. So yeah, that's what's up for the next chapter. The next video I'm going to do is going to be a full DEXA breakdown and a full where we've been and where I want to go. But here's the end of, the end of my 6-week shred has arrived, and I'm happy. I got to 168. I lost about 6 pounds. I lost 1.5 inches to 2 inches on my waist, and I was around 85 to 86% compliant the whole time. I stayed above 10,000 steps. I drank around a gallon of water pretty much the whole time, if not sometimes more. And there we have it. And I had results. So you can do it too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel good. I feel scared, but good. I'll see you guys in the next one.